you clicked on this video, you're probably considering buying a Quick Strike, but you don't know if this is going to fit your truck. And that is a great question to ask before you buy it, because it's a decent amount of money. You don't want to waste your money on something that's not going to work. I have a few tricks that I'm going to show you on how to measure and see if it's going to work for your truck. And I'm going to give you some examples of cars that it does work on, cars that it doesn't work on. Eventually, Quick Strike is going to have a list on their website of compatible vehicles, but until they get that, I'm going to go ahead and just make this video. Most of the issues that we're going to run into are smaller to mid-sized vehicles. Most of the full size have enough room between the seat, but not all of them. So we're going to go over a few. We're going to start off with the RAV4 from Toyota, and surprisingly, it fits. Has been a Toyota fanboy. That's a win in this category. Now we're going to go to the Sierra AT4 from GMC. And as you can see, there is plenty of room. The box works as intended, and it fits just fine. Another thing to note, full-size trucks like the Sierra here are going to hide the box a little bit more. Once we jump into my Tacoma, you can see that the box sticks out because the middle console is going to be a little bit different. When you're looking at the space between your front seat and the middle console, it looks like you're not going to be able to fit this box, but a lot of those seat cushions, they'll go in. Right here, it looks like it won't fit, and in this scenario for the Chevy Malibu, it doesn't fit because there's a wire in that seat, and you're not able to push it through that wire, and so we couldn't get that to work at all. Looking at a mid-size Chevy Colorado, it fits, but it doesn't fit in the right spot. You can't really push that up, and I'll show you a fix to that a little bit later. So the box really doesn't work too well for the Colorado, but for the Tacoma, another mid-size truck, it fits just fine. So it really depends on the seats. We're a Toyota family, so I've tested this on a RAV4, a Tacoma, and a Tundra, and all of them worked. But just looking at this right here, you would think that that wouldn't fit at all. We had a similar problem that we had in the Colorado and the Chevy Equinox. It would fit, but not in the right spot, and it was a little bit shaky. There was also a lot of people that asked about the Jeep, and the Jeep is a lost cause. Unless you made a special mount, you can see there's the e-brake there, so there's not really a spot to put it. And if you wanted to try to put it on the other side, it looks like there's a little bit of a gap there, but I went and got the box just to test it out. And unfortunately, even on the other side, it doesn't fit, it doesn't go down, it's not stable, so you're not really able to use that box. When we look at the Tundra, it looks like it's not going to fit at all. Looks like there's no space. How could this box possibly fit? But how they make this seat, there's a ton of cushion, so you could push the cushion aside, and that's going to fit snug. Now that I've showed you a few ways that will work, won't work in different cars, I'm going to show you a way that you can measure at home and see if this is going to work for your car. Just to show y'all one more time, we have the Quick Strike right here, and it's the same distance between this seat and the middle console as it is over here. And as you can see, my hand goes in, and it doesn't look like you'd be able to fit a box, but that seat, you can push it, and that's how this is so snug. This really isn't moving around. It has that lip too that's going to catch the seat, and once it's pushed down to that lip, it's nice and secure. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to take this tape measure, we're going to measure how thick this is, which it looks like that's about 1 5/8. And then luckily for me, I have this right here. This is a book that conveniently enough is very close to 1 5/8. So we're going to go ahead and work this out, throw it here, grab this, and we're going to work this in. If you're able to get the book in like this, most likely the Quick Strike is going to work for your vehicle. If this is extremely loose when you shake it, there's a chance that it won't work. Or if you're not able to get it in at least this far, which let's go ahead and measure that. That is going to be right at 6 inches where that lip is. So if you really wanted to give it a good test, find a book that's a similar size. Make sure you could squeeze it between the seat, about 6 inches deep, and the Quick Strike could probably work if you could get the book to work. But Zach, I'm dyslexic. I don't have any books at my house. Don't worry, I thought about you. So another way, when we have this book here, you can see it's pretty thick, but it's about the same length as 3 of your fingers. So you can use your hand if you wanted to get a rough estimate if it's going to fit. It's just not going to be near as accurate as if you actually had something replicating what the box would be. So I'm going to be between the front seat and this middle console. I'm going to take these 3 fingers, I'm going to put them sideways, and I'm going to just push down. You can see I was able to get down. That did sort of hurt my fingers, but you can see that there's enough space for it in that scenario. Earlier in the video, I said that the Colorado really didn't fit well. It fit inside too up close, and I said there's a solution for that. So I wanted to show you that real quick as well. So imagine this is a Colorado and the Quick Strike's right here, and that's just way too high up. That's not really usable. We're gonna go ahead and throw it on the other side. That way we're going to be able to hit it with the hand and then still grab the gun, and it'll be on the passenger side. Now that wouldn't work exactly for the Toyota Tacoma because this lip here wouldn't let it go past the middle console. But if you have it here, you can hit this here, grab the gun, and you're good to go. So the trick that I said may work on the Colorado may not work. I'm going to test that when I get home, and I'll put that in the comments below after I test it on my roommate's truck to see if that solution would work. Again, Quick Strike said that they're going to be making a list of trucks these are compatible with. It's going to work a lot better for a full-size truck, most likely, than it would a mid-size or a small truck, just because there's going to be a lot more space. Typically, those seats have a little bit more room, so you could push it aside. So before you consider buying, check the website, see if they've updated that. If they haven't, try to find a book, see if you could try that trick. If it works for you, let me know in the comments below. Now, Quick Strike is today's video sponsor. You probably already guessed that. I know the video starts by saying this is a sponsored video. They were also kind enough to give me a discount code. So if you use ZAC10, that's going to be in the description below. It's going to be ZAC10. It's going to save you, I believe, $50 at checkout. So if you want to use that, save some money. Helps me out, helps you out. Win-win. I also have some good news. There's been a couple more sponsors saying they're going to be sending more product over. So we're going to have a few more review videos, testing out a few products, seeing how we like them. So be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it when those come out. If you made it this far in the video, also smash the like button. It really does help the algorithm. Share this video to more people so the channel could get more exposure. If you have any questions at all, drop those in the comments and I'll try my best to get to those. I want to give a huge thank you for you watching this entire video. It does mean a lot. It does help the channel. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey Joel.
What?
Eat a snack?
No.
Hey, yo, you got a snack?